and the queen. It is such an honor for me to meet you. When I tell you, you have been probably the biggest inspiration in my life.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. One of the biggest, and I honestly never ever said that on camera. Just your wisdom, you've made me love psychology, and yeah, no, for real.
Mental health.
Yeah, and you also are, to me, you're giving public service.
Yes.
I don't care that you're getting paid for it. You're allowing people to witness.
Well, I'm a teacher.
Yeah.
You know, and it's no difference if I'm in a kindergarten classroom or a middle school classroom. I'm a teacher.
Yeah.
And my job, my purpose on the planet is to educate. So that's what I do.
Yeah.
I just happen to be doing it now in front of a camera, which is new.
Yes,
But
yes.
it's paving the way. I can't wait to see who's going to be the next Iyanla, who's going to come up behind me.
Honey, it's never gonna happen. There's never gonna be another Iyanla.
Well, there'll be somebody who does it and speaks to the audience that they need to speak to.
Yeah. Okay.
I speak to it, you know, as an elder. I've paved the way.
Yeah.
But somebody has to come behind
Yeah,
me.
somebody
Because I can't
has
do
to
this
come behind you.
forever.
Yeah.
And when I stop, so I want somebody to come right up under me and do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And what is this beautiful white number we are wearing today?
The G Shop Fashion in Bowie, Maryland. She dresses me for everything.
Oh my goodness.
And her goal is always to make the lilies bow
Yes.
when I come by.
Honey, they're screaming her name from the street, you guys. Of course, I mean, what are we expecting? You're in the vicinity of Hollywood Boulevard.
But I don't want you to forget that I was a teenage mother.
oh, yes.
And I don't want you to forget that I was a single mom, and I was on welfare, and that I was in the projects. I don't want you to forget that I didn't go to college until I was 30. Because there are not enough examples of possibility held up today. And there are a lot of young women today, I think, making poor choices and bad decisions and not being able to see the place where we can turn.
Yeah, and you're such an example of someone who's gone through so much, but still stay humble and patient. When you did that interview where the father was being accused of an incestuous relationship, how do you walk away from that heaviness? And also other episodes being disrespected and be able to leave it on set.
Because, you know, the surgeon doesn't get mad at you if you bleed on his shoes.
Wow.
The dentist doesn't get mad at you if the infection in the gum squirts out and hits the mask.
That's good.
I am a soul surgeon. I'm a spiritual technician. I happen to be good at what I do. So I never ever get mad at my patients. I'm human. There are some things that I have a hard time countenancing, like a 19-year-old cussing me out.
Right.
But then I'm just out, you understand?
Yeah.
Grandma didn't not give you cookies when you misbehave,
Yeah.
you know? So it's about compassion, kindness. It's about, for me, culture.
Yeah.
It's about culture. And in our culture, we don't discard our people.
So last but not least, because honey, I'm sorry,
No,
this
but-
became a full motivational session. What would you want your legacy to be? I feel like you have dropped so many gems that are so unnoticed. They go so unnoticed, and
People use them, but they don't give me the credit for it, and that's okay because
Yeah.
it all belongs to God.
it belongs to God.
I have no idea. I think what my legacy, if I could leave people with anything,
Yeah.
it would be letting them know that they've got the power to do the work,
That's it.
and that what happens to them is absolutely necessary to grow them into who they need to be.
Yeah.
You know, whether it's abuse, abandonment, whatever it is, it's growing you into something greater.
Yeah.
And that's why I remind people, yes, I was a teenage mother
Yeah.
and yes, I loved the fool.
Yeah.
And yes, I lived in domestic violence. And yes, I went to college when I was 30. And it's all doable. We gotta do it different.
Yeah. Every single book, every single interview, it is always just golden. I appreciate this moment. I will never forget this moment. Thank you so much for what you have done for our community.
Thank you.
I just
Be sure to come out and see me on tour this spring.
Yes, go.
33 cities.
33 cities.
My old feet.
Oh my goodness. Thank you guys. What's up guys? Did you like what you just saw? Well, make sure you hit subscribe and of course follow us on all social media because there is so much bomb news to see. It's your girl Kalima and this is Fashion Bomb Daily.